Round one of the ITM Cup, and it sees our second team that we will be following this season, the Tasman Makos, coming up against the capital, the Wellington Lions, from Westpac Stadium in this first round match of the ITM Cup. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornf1lakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the ITM Cup, where we are into the second match of round one with our second side for the season. It's a dual team season, this one, with the Tasman Makos and the Southland Stags following the fortunes throughout the two sides in this season's ITM Cup. Up against the Makos for the first match is the Wellington Lions, and as you'd expect from the team from the capital, it is a very good, very talented side featuring a lot of Super Rugby players. Now here we go as an opportunity where some of you might notice and recognise some names from Super Rugby. The likes of Tumanga Allen and Matu Matu'u in the front row. Reg Goods as well. We have Reddish and Filippo, both playing for the Hurricanes in the Super Rugby competition. Brad Shields, number 8, also from Super Rugby. Now we go to the backs, and Treeby, you may remember from the Highlanders. Conrad Smith taking a break from All Black duty to play for the Lions today, and that features quite a few Super Rugby players. Don't forget as well, out on the right wing, Ambrose Curtis. He is a speedster with a huge amount of wheels on him. He is one to watch for the season from the Lions. Now our second side for the season is the Tasman Makos, and this is a team hugely built around some young players coming in through the last few seasons that have really made their place in the world through this Tasman Makos side. The likes of and many others, but Marty Banks, the number 10, the first 5, fly half, call him what you like. He was a revelation last year, and he's back with the Makos to be even better than what he was last season. Inside him will be a name that a lot of you will be familiar with. Jimmy Cowan, of course, spent the last 2 seasons overseas with Gloucester after spending an absolute age with the Southland Stags and with the Highlanders and the All Blacks before going away to Gloucester. He's come back and he said that no, he doesn't want to go back to Southland. He is staying here, or moving here, up to the Tasman Makos. Of course, Southland having pretty big depth in the halfback spot. So Jimmy Cowan coming up to the Makos to strengthen this team even further. They have a very good forward pack as well, with some big names, big up-and-coming names like Perry and McDonald in the front row. Hello Nukunuka is a big upcoming name as well, but don't be fooled by the number 7 there, the open side flanker, Stowers. That is George Stowers, not Sherwin Stowers, so keep that in mind. A lot of you may remember the name from the Highlanders series, the career mode coming through. It is the backs though for the Tasman that they could well shine, with Marshall, Fonatia, Lowe, Heem and Melnick, some speedy and skillful players in their backline if they can be led around the park by Cowan and Banks. It's going to be a tough ask here to take out this Wellington side. They are very good, of course, without Lema Sipawanga moving to the Stags. Of course, a former Wellingtonian he was, and we are underway. Willie Repier kicking off, and look at the start here from Wellington. And the end, it's Hill that goes to ground, and it is the Lions who will have the ball for the first time. And a little short run off the back goes Rangihuna. And now they pop it wide. It's Hill again going for another run. He's driven backwards into the ground. Here's Rangihuna, oh, massive high tackle. And Kavupati guilty on this occasion. Really first piece of defence. And he struck the scrum half high. And Willie Repier surely will line up 3 here. It's a gimme. A bit of a journeyman is this man, Willie Repier. He's been around New Zealand rugby scene for an absolute age. He's kicking now, and he kicks a beauty. And the Lions from Wellington take the early lead 3-0 over the Tasman Makos. Teams around the competition, we're watching this one very interestingly, seeing as it's 2 sides who could prove to be real contenders in this competition. Huge interest will be on this match. As with that man, it just kicked off again. It's Marty Banks going dead down. Conrad Smith puts on the feet, and he springs it wide. It's a chance again for Wellington. Eventually it finds Repier, who's kicked away from Melnick at the back. And going back for this one is Lowe. Now here's a man of some speed. He's got Marshall. Well, Marshall, strong runner. Hello, Nuka. He feeds it away for Wheeler. Banks goes back for Heem. That's beautifully done. Heem's gone to the heavens. Quinton McDonald races up. But Wellington should have this covered. And they do. Going to ground. Shields takes that one down. Oh, but look at this. A Tasman. Perry fires it wide for Fonatia. Here's some speed. He comes up against the fullback. Fires it wide for Marshall. What a first for Tasman. What a play through the middle. Kieran Fonatia. Beautiful pass after the scything run. There's Perry, but look at Fonatia. Straight through. He drew in Wells. He drew in the winger as well. And in the end, there was no one stopping him. Beautiful finish from Marshall. And that's what this Tasman backline can do. What a pass. That is exquisite passing, and what a finish as well. Used every inch of the field as well as come across. But no one was stopping him. Great start for the Makos. First try of their season. And that's just what they can do. That was some spellbinding backline passing there. Here's Marty Banks. From the left-hand touchline, it's going up against the upright. It's going to slither wide. Now, disappointing conversion attempt, but it was a hard one. Just narrowly missing. And the score is 5-3 Tasman. Leading Wellington at the moment. 14 gone. Repier gets us back underway. And he goes high to the left side. Up they go. It's Smith who comes away. Busts through 4 or 5 tackles before finding Brad Shields. He dives into ground. It's a ball back for Wellington. They've got numbers everywhere. It eventually goes to Hill. And Adam Hill takes it in. He gets held up. Again, Wellington. Oh, big shot there coming on running Huna. He goes to ground once again. Coming across Shields. Slips it left, right. To Merrill, and that's a forward pass. Whoa, that's a big blown opportunity. There was the ball, Reg Goods going, there's Tumarella, and he's popped that slightly forward. And it will be a scrum feed to the Makos. Jimmy Cowan feeds the scrum. And, well, it's going to be interesting to see who will win this battle here of the forward packs. Both have a very good packs. And Cowan, well, he's got it here, and he swings it straight back to Banks, who will have no qualms whatsoever about putting this one away. Wells is there. Oh, Wells has messed it up. Straight into touch. Inexperience at the back. No idea where his touchline was. He has messed that up completely, and he's put the Lions in a world of trouble. Quinton McDonald will throw in. He goes to the front. Nicely pulled down. Kavabati goes to Cowan. George Stowers in the midfield. Pops it to Banks. Banks slips through. Beautiful run from Marty Banks.
Release.
Sets his team with some front forward ball. Perry again plays halfback. Now he pops it wide for Marshall. Looking to shimmy. Look to step back infield, but he can't get away. And a hello and a kunukuna goes into the breakdown, trying to secure the ball. Here's Cowan. Oh, he's opened up massive space for Banks. Banks scrubbers through. It's a foot race of Banks. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. Tasman get their second. And Marty Banks gets number 1. Wow, how much can one player do? Look at all this that Cowan drew in. He drew in 4, 5, 6 players. Banks went around the back of Wells. He had a real chance there, but it was just enough speed to get past Smith. Put this down to Cowan single-handedly. He forced the Wellington hand, and then it was just a matter of enough pace past Smith. A beautiful try from Banks. And the Makos get their second. It's 10 points to 3. Conversion to come from Banks. Missed his first attempt by a whisker. Has a go on number 2, and this time makes no mistake of it. It's 12 points to 3. Tasman with a 9-point lead over Wellington. An upset in the cards here. Possibilities as Cowan takes down the kickoff. McDonald fires it wide. Here's Bryce Heem. Now he's sprinting away. Tried to pop it over the top. Good defence eventually takes him down. No one's at home here. Kavabati looks like he's going to kick. Oh, he's pumped that straight down the middle. It's gone high into the sky. But coming down eventually for Wellington as they look to the left side. Coming back into Hill. No room there on the touchline. And it's ball back for Wellington. They come across to Mangarel and find support. And Smith, oh, that's a hospital pass. He somehow squirts it out. Perry, of all people, he picks that up. Great work from the prop. And he sets it up, but it looks like Wellington might get this ball back. They do. That's a good turnover, and they cut wide straight away. Curtis Ambrose. Well, round the wrong way, Ambrose. Curtis, two first names, just to get it confusing. Finds it back there for him. Oh, he's lost that. Oh, that's a tragic ball. Now's a chance for Wellington. Once again, as Ambrose Curtis pops it through. Too much happening there. And for man of two first names, will be dead in goal. And a 22 dropout for the Makos. They could end this right now if they want to. Banks drops it on his foot and he kicks it wide. Looks for touch, doesn't find it. Once again it's Curtis. Goes to the left side, massive room out here. Cuts it back infield. But a take into ground, good tackle, Rapier. Still ball here for Wellington. Reddish. Release. No way through there for the second rower. He goes to ground. Once again, Wellington get it back. And it's kicked here forward by Rangahuna. Oh, he's left alone there from Malnick, and they will just let this go dead and goal. Surely it does. And a mistake there by Wellington. And they will go to the sheds. That will please Tasman. That will please them very much. They've managed to hang on and just hold Wellington to 3 points at half-time. 12-3 is the score. And we can check out how that match has gone on paper with Wellington trailing by 9 points. They had the possession, did the Lions, 57-43, but it was Tasman, 52% of territory, that just managed to keep them out long enough. The penalty to Willie Rapier, not quite enough to have them in this match. They trail still. Line breaks is all Tasman, 4-0. 4-0. That's a huge difference. To keep Wellington to 0 is a real show of how good and how tenacious this Tasman Makos defence is. They've played well so far, 2 tries they've scored, and they're again in the running for a bonus point in the second half if they can get a couple more. But first things first will be to get this iconic victory over the Wellington Lions. With the second half about to get underway, 40 minutes of action left here in round 1. Let's get back down to the action. It is Tasman leading 12 points to 3 over Wellington. Banks has had a good match so far. He'll be pleased with how it's gone. And he will kick us back underway. Second half of this round 1 fixture between Tasman and Wellington as Hill pops a short pass. Got it, player and ball and tackle and everything all at the same time. As Rapier goes forward. Oh, advantage to Wellington. Massively offside there was Fonatia. What are Wellington going to do with this advantage? Treby goes crunching forward, finds Ambrose. Release. Still ball for Wellington. Now they're going to look to kick, are they? No! Oh, this is a good chance. Good defence from Tasman, but they've been pinged for that offside from Fonatia. It's going to cost them when they were looking very good on defence, forcing Wellington back on their heels. Rapier will thump this upfield. Over halfway he goes. Trying to get some attention there from his fullback Wells. Communication issues may be going on with this Wellington side. But we throw him from Matu'u. He goes to the front. Oh, and Reddish has only just got that. Tasman hold him up. And now they'll look to the backs. Fired wide. Conrad Smith all around Fonatia. He's coming up against Melnick. Oh, see you later. How is this from Conrad Smith? That is why he's an All Black. Why on earth he's not out of this team and with the All Blacks? I'm unsure, injuries or something possibly. But he's back, he's fit and he's healthy. And Conrad Smith makes a vital impact in this match. He just skinned Fonatea. Then he stepped around Malnick. And it was Curtins. He had too much pace. Got away from the desperate Heen tackle. No chance, Bryce Heen. But it was this play right here. Around the outside of Fonatea, who's quick. But Fonatea was flat-footed. Malnick, that was a horrible effort. But how good was the run, the dummy, the show and tell, and the see you later from Conrad Smith. Well, they'll be loving having him in the side for Wellington. Just a taste of what he's capable of, and he's opened this match right up as Rupia nails a kick. It's 12-10. It's game on. Wellington aren't done just yet. 50 minutes on the clock. We have half an hour still to go. Banks will resume the game here. He kicks off again, sticking to this left side. And Lowe gives chase. We haven't seen much of Lowe. Just remember him, he is a man with extreme wheels. But Fonatea looking to make up for that mistake. Cowan picks it up. Squire, Kavabati, good play out wide. Marshall looking to draw on the defence. And Heem's looking through. Comes up against the fullback Wells. Oh, gets hammered. Second line, beautiful from Wellington. Why they go. Tumungarellan comes up against Wheeler, who eventually takes him down. And Tasman have lost the ball. They've lost their momentum. Oh, that's a big hit there on Mamia. Filippo, the captain, goes back to Repeat. Oh, changes his mind. And he's opened up some space here. Curtis is away, but he's got Lowe against him. Lowe makes a tackle. They find Reddish on the inside. And Reddish takes the tackle to ground. Tasman on the back foot here as Wellington are starting to flex their muscles a bit. Again, it's Curtis, just about getting away. Running through the middle is Filippo once again. Tasman want this ball. They need this ball. The match is too close. They get it back. They turn it over. Marshall knocks on. Oh, massive mistake there from Marshall. Shields. And it's Wellington on the attack again through Motu. Tasman again counter-rucking heavily as Shields takes another run. Sitting up, Wellington. Hill goes wide, no one home out there. Curtis just about gets away once again. He's up against Lowe. Lowe takes him down on halfway. Good run. Now they go short. Oh, that's a big hit there on Goods, but he manages to find Hill. Hill goes away again for Reddish. Oh, he's lost it to Perry. Gets great work there for the prop. Now it's Tasman switching it wide. Fonatea gets it away. Finds Heem on the right side. Comes up against his opposite number and a great tackle takes him down. Slow ball for Tasman. Cowan fires it wide. Fonatea. Oh, taken from behind.
Release.
No one saw that defender on him at all. Cowan quickly to the ball. Finds a breakdown. Finds some room. Finds Marshall. Back to Banks. Plays the numbers for Lowe. Lowe screaming away. Chips over the top of Banks. Here's a chance. Look out there. Here comes Banks again. He's got number 2. Miraculous work from Lowe and Banks. That's how good they can be. We haven't seen much of Lowe, but he was just electric right there. Quick hands. Beautiful work from Banks. Was he onside? No question. Extreme pace from the number 10. Oh, big attempt to dive from the Wellington defence to keep that out. But who got skinned there? It was Repier. Defence covered across. Couldn't take him. And Marty Banks, oh, just swung his leg at it. Got enough shin on it just to nudge it over the line. He might have given Tasman enough here to see them home with 10 to go. This kick will be huge. It'll put it out to 9 if he can nail it. And he does with an absolute ripper. From the touchline, Marty Banks is having the game of his life. Well, we said at the start, he is a star of the future and he is just increasing the capabilities of his game. And he's shown here today a couple of tries, some great kicks, huge direction around the field. His team leads by 9, 7 to go. Oh, Conrad Smith, don't discount him just yet. Wellington have the ball inside Tasman 22. Oh, big hit there on Rangihuna. Reddish fires it wide. Hill has been in everything, and he's found Conrad Smith again.
Release.
Oh, that was just about not releasing there. Reddish goes for another little scamper.
Release.
Tasman might have their grubby mitts on this ball, and they do. It does come back the side of Tasman. Away for Banks, and he will be more than happy to see Wellington deep down in their own half. He has pumped that long. Here comes, oh, it's a mistake in the back from Wells. What could possibly happen here? Wellington just recover. Becker goes for Rapier. Oh, there's all sorts of trouble here for Wellington. Advantage through an offside against Banks. It's just saved. Will this be the difference here? Wellington, they need to get rid of it. Wells pops it up, and it's a chance for Curtis. He feeds it nicely. Mamia gives it away. And a nice run here from Goods. Rich Goods. Up over the 22 goes the big prop. But look at Tasman. Just flocking to that breakdown, but they can't get the ball. Wellington, desperate for another play. Big one-handed offload infield. Matu flies there for Mamia. Open it up for Goods once again with another big run. They need to keep him supported because Tasman won this ball, and they're going to get it. They're going to get it. Perry fires a huge ball for Fonatea. He's got Heem. Heem's still got Marshall. Can he find him? No. It's a horrible pass. That's going to signal the end of this match. But Tasman have done the job. They've got the iconic and remarkable victory over Wellington. A day that will go down in history for the Makos. Not every day they see their side get a win over the capital team from Wellington. Especially featuring such an All Black like Conrad Smith. 19-10, it was a hard-fought match. But the difference on the day will have to go to Marty Banks. The first five, fly half, he was just amazing. Simply put, he was phenomenal. Wellington's 10 points coming from a Smith try, Rapier with a conversion and an earlier penalty to give him 5 points as well. Tasman, on the other hand, 3 tries, could not quite find that 4th try in the end. Banks with 2, Marshall with 1, Banks 2 from 3 from the kicking team. 19-10 the final score. Let's have a look at the stats, and well, tell me something, Wellington. How do you lose a match by 9 points with 62% of the ball? Well, if you ask Tasman, they'll tell you you win it by having all the territory. 64% of territory going the way of the Makos. That was enough for them, it seemed. They fed off Wellington mistakes, and they struck hard right at the heart in a flash. That was enough for them, and they got the job done spectacularly. Look at the tackles as well. 35 from Wellington, 65 from Tasman. That's a huge difference to make. So that is us for round 1 complete now. Let's check out the final last couple of results and see who we have for our first match between these two sides in round 2. Well, there was just 2 matches remaining for round 1. It was Wellington and Tasman, which the Makos have come away with a 19-10 victory over their Wellington neighbours. Now, it was the Ranfurly Shield match between Taranaki and Northland. Now, I went on about this in the first part with the Southland match against Manawatu. Just how important this is in New Zealand rugby. It is huge for a province to get the Ranfurly Shield. Taranaki at the moment have it, and they have defeated Northland 25-15 to retain the Ranfurly Shield. Northland, the challengers, unsuccessful at beating the holders at home. So we go on to round 2, our first match, Manawatu versus Canterbury. And it seems that Canterbury have come out 25-15 winners against Manawatu. So our second match, and hold the phone here, this is huge. Biggest match of the season already, Taranaki versus Tasman. Now before we check out just how big this match is, we'll have a look at the table. Here is the standings, and it is Southland in 4th, Tasman 5th, an 18-point win for the Stags and a 9-point win for the Makos, but a win is a win nevertheless, and Canterbury still top of the table. 27 points difference from 2 wins, 8 points for them. No bonus points though, and they have 8 points top of the table. The only team with 2 matches along with Manawatu with 2 losses. but hold on to it. Here it is, Ranfurly Shield Challenge, round 2. I didn't think this was possible. You never really get the luck to get a Ranfurly Shield Challenge. It happens so rarely in a season. There's probably only 5-6 challenges in a season. Now this is a massive occasion. It is a Ranfurly Shield Challenge. It is Tasman up against Taranaki at home at Stadium Taranaki, Yarrow Stadium, I think they call that these days. But it is for the great log of wood. It is for the greatest prize in domestic rugby in New Zealand. It is the Ranfurly Shield, and it is up for grabs in round 2. Our next match, Tasman versus Taranaki. Stick around for that one. It's going to be massive. Is it possible that the Makos could lift the famous log of wood? Stick around for that one. It'll be coming very, very soon. The ITM Cup. Great competition, great rugby. And thank you all for watching. Hope you're enjoying this series, and I'll see you again very soon for the Shield Challenge. Massive one coming soon. Until then, take care.